Hey y'all, I'm Heaven, and this is Queendom Connections Revamped. This is a twin flame soulmate karmic channel only. So if you are looking for zodiac signs, you will not find them on this channel. These are general messages. Please take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't try to force it to fit. Don't get mad when it don't. If this is your first time watching me, I do curse. I ain't gonna even lie to you, I do. I may curse a little bit, may curse a lot, just really depends, but I will curse. So if you don't want to hear me cursing, which is fine, you might not want to watch me. And if you wear your feelings on your sleeve, again, you might not want to watch me because I'm not finna sugarcoat this shit, okay? So we're going to just jump into the message, see what spirit need and want you to know when it comes to the person on your mind, not mine. Again, take what resonate and leave the rest, okay? So what does the collective need to know when it comes to the person on their mind? Run away, child. Would you pack a bag and meet me in Hawaii? I just want to get away from the world and be alone with you. Uh-oh. Somebody want to spend some time, child. Person wants y'all to run away together. What else? When it comes to the person on the collective's mind, oh, they sorry. They won't do it no more. They sorry, okay? It says, I'm sorry. I hate how much I've hurt you. I'm so sorry for all the pain I've caused you. You didn't deserve any of it. Oh, so now they want to make up by taking you, away from, the world and just so they can just focus on you and mend the connection and just love on you, child. Love, but attention to others. I was finna say, but it could be a facade. But attention to others came out in the reverse. So I guess my spirit team was like, no, not this one. This one is serious. But attention to others say, I'm addicted to the attention of others. I love feeling wanted and needed. I don't feel whole without it. Again, came out in the reverse. So I feel like if you are not currently with this person, they know it's because they may have tried to make you an option. You won with it. Y'all broke up, went y'all separate ways. And you may have been gone for some time now. You may be cordial with this person, friendly. Y'all may see each other around from time to time. But they don't get the same you. And they realize that. Now they want to make up. They want to apologize because they know you didn't deserve whatever it was that they took you through. None of it. Okay? You didn't deserve none of it. And yeah, they was an attention whore, but they no longer want to be that. They want to be, your attention whore. They want to be, the only person that focuses on them. They want that to be you and not everybody else. Look, see, this not the message that came out, I don't think last week, but maybe the week before that when the person we was pulling the energy from had daddy issues. This probably that person. Father wounds is under the bottom of the deck. So this person been working through some daddy issues. And I just heard Papa was a rolling stone. So they know that they left a bitter taste in your mouth because with unclear here, it says, I don't know how I feel about this connection anymore. But it's because they don't know how you feel about the connection. Look, not the right time. I am overwhelmed with responsibilities. I don't have the time or energy for a relationship. So it's like they want to apologize, but right now they got so much going on that they trying to figure shit out, okay? So the person on your mind is trying to figure things out with themselves, but they are very apologetic about whatever transpired between you two because they know you didn't deserve it. So I don't know how you feel about that, but yeah, that's how they feel. So let's get some. Do I want this? No. Let's get some of Papa Love. I got some in the Oracle decks and Tarot decks and child. I got a whole box that I done packed up that I don't even use. I said I was gonna start giving them away, but people be talking about they want them, but ain't nobody ever sent me an address. So I just probably put them on Etsy for a couple of bucks, or whatever. I don't know. I haven't decided just yet. So let's see. When it comes to the person on the collective's mind, what do they need to know and or be aware of? When it comes to the person on the collective's mind, What do they need to know and or be aware of? You got that love. You got that love, baby girl alert. Yeah, see, this person was an attention whore in the past, but the attention you gave them hit different. You got that love, shit. Them other people was just, I don't know, you know, maybe they were just lust, or maybe they were just a fun time, a good time. But you, yeah, you got that love. So what do the collective need to know and or be aware of when it comes to the person on their mind? What do the collective need to know and or be aware of when it comes to the person on their mind? Happy ending. Yes. This person is hoping that they can turn everything around. Yes, they got a lot going on, but the love is real. Why? Because your love was real. It says happy ending. It says feels skeptical of happy endings and distrusts fairy tale promises. Believes reality is far from the fairy tale and feels disillusioned. Question the promises that seem too perfect. So you just seem too perfect. And you know, usually when people feel like this just too good to be true, they fucking sabotage it. And I feel like that's what this person did. It says you wanted a fairy tale, but life has shown its imperfections. And our relationship isn't the perfect story, but it's real. Shit, this person like, look, maybe I was looking at it the wrong way. And they were. They were looking at it from a wounded child's perspective, not a grown-ass man or a grown-ass woman's perspective, okay? Not a real perspective. But now that they have, you know, now that they are probably still working through these daddy issues, they realize, no, you know, I was wrong. You didn't deserve none of that, you know, treatment. You didn't deserve the things I said to you, how I treated you, you know, what I put you through. You don't deserve it. And they are sorry. Look, trap. This person thought that for some of y'all, I feel like this person, they sought to trap you from jump. Like, whoever this person is on your mind, they watched you maybe from the shadows before they approached you or before they reached out to you if y'all met on social media. But they intentions was to trap your motherfucking heart, was to make you fall in love with them. But I don't think they intended to fall in love with you, okay? Trap says, drawn to deceptive allure and ignoring the hidden dangers. False promises of gain lure you into risky decisions. Masked risk presents itself as a safe bet. It says, I fear you may be falling for a false flame, one that only brings temporary happiness. So some of y'all will fall for a false flame. Now, not to say that it's not a soulmate to you. It, you know, it could be a regular soulmate, a karmic soulmate. Karmic just means lesson. But some of y'all may have thought it was a twin. It wasn't. It was a soulmate. But it's okay. You still meeting this person caused a significant change, not only in your life, but theirs as well, with this 50 breaking down to a 5. What else? What else do the collective need to know and or be aware of when it comes to the person on their mind? Okay, I just wanted 2 more. We got 2. Bottom of the deck says germination. It says prevents future issues by addressing root causes, preserves delicate beginnings and ensures their future, roots out issues from their source, and promotes stability. So this person is definitely, you know, going through a spiritual awakening, but also reflecting, like deep reflection, because they going to the root of the problem, which is them daddy issues. It says, I'm working on my divine feminine side to gather the strength to protect this seedling. I want to be more nurturing and loving towards this new beginning. So if in the future you are willing to give this person another chance, they are actually doing the work. They are finally doing the work so they can have a stable new beginning with you, if that's what you want. Now, for those of y'all that don't want that, y'all already know what I'm going to say. I wasn't talking to you, okay? So let's get into it. promotion channel, forward. It says random thoughts and signs of progress. Okay. Guide your upward journey. Numbers affirming frequently signal your steady progress. So you could be seeing 222, 333, 444, 1111, 1010, 000, multiple synchronicities in numbers. And you seeing those synchronicities because Spirit is saying you headed in the right direction. Keep moving forward. This person, I feel like, is also, realizing that they keep seeing, repetitive numbers. And maybe they done start to look into it. Maybe they knew about it because of you. Who knows? But they are starting to realize there's a deeper meaning to everything that's going on around them. It says, if you steadily enhance your abilities and spiritual level, I might not recognize you in the short term. Don't fear that I will reject this evolved version of you. So for some of y'all, I feel like this person, they want to change, but in some type of delusion that they probably telling themselves, they feel like it may not even have anything to do with you, but maybe you won't like them, once they raise their vibration and this person who vulnerable, who in touch with their feminine energy or their masculine energy, if they're a woman, and they don't want to, turn you away because they done basically went through a change. They may not be the person that you remember them being, which is, the point when you go through a spiritual transformation. You still the person, but to this person, they feel like they change gonna be so significant that you may not, want to fuck with them. And so it's like they straddle the fence in basically changing those parts of themselves that they feel like made them who they are. So, but I feel like they are like, pride and ego. This person know that, again, you didn't deserve what you went through, but because this person has been directed by their pride and ego for so long, it's like they fighting against apologizing, saying they sorry, like manning up or being honest as a woman, whatever the case may be, but not to say it's not going to happen. It's just a battle for this person. And once this person do overcome this obstacle, because they will, because that's what the bottom of the card said, that there will be a new beginning. They just want to make sure that they got their foot firmly planted so they don't mess the new beginning up. I just feel like it's just scary for this person because they fear the unknown. They walking into unknown territory, being vulnerable, being open, being strong. Shit, baby. No, they ain't used to that. You got caught intentions, child. So they probably was dealing with somebody else and they got caught up. It says, feels a barrier to intimacy and unable to form close relationships. Feels powerless in decision making and unable to influence outcomes. Believes conflict awaits at every turn and struggles to find common ground. So this person, like I said, is battling within themselves, but it's just because they growing up. That's it. This is somebody who was stuck in their childhood womb. Shit, when they grow up, shit get real. When you become an adult, shit, you start paying bills and shit. You be like, shit, I don't want to be a grown up. I want to be a kid again. I don't have to pay bills. I don't have to cook my own food. I don't have to buy my own clothes. But as an adult, you do. It says, if you truly knew my soul and my inner conflicts, you might not love me anymore. I'm terrified you'll reject me if I reveal my true self. I told y'all. That's basically what I just said. This person is definitely right now going through a dark night of the soul. And they are battling. This person is under spiritual warfare with themselves. Nothing more, nothing less. That's what's going on with them right now. But it's necessary. And it's going to help this connection in the long run. They have to go through this. It's a little painful for them. But, everything is going to turn out okay? Things going to be good. But right now, this person is hurting, shit. Because once the universe show you, you can't say, oh, no, that's not me. Oh, no, I would never do that. Oh, no, you wrong. Not to God, not to the universe, not to the divine. You're not going to do that. You can try, but baby, they're going to give you proof on top of proof, on top of proof, on top of proof. And you ain't going to be able to do nothing but accept it. But accepting the truth sometimes hurt. People don't like to hear the truth. This is the Good Karma Tarot deck. So on the bottom of this card, it says the Knight of Coins. So this person has been, you know what I'm saying, procrastinating. They've been dragging their feet when it comes to, you know, growing up and working on themselves and healing through this trauma. But they are definitely dedicated to reaching this goal, the world. And they will. So just, you know, be patient with this person. So messages for the collective when it comes to the person on their mind. What do they need to know and or be aware of? As a matter of fact, how does this person on the collective's mind feel toward the collective? What do they currently feel emotionally toward the collective? Baby, they will always love you. We just came on Pebbles. Always. Baby, don't leave me. Don't ever desert me. I promise to love you. They give you their life always. Okay? Shit. Even though we already know, look, they trying to be optimistic. This person want to forge a new path with you. Shit, this person is like, look, I'm not used to this, but I'm willing to go down this unknown ass path with you. Look, don't ever desert me. They are very optimistic about this new path with you. They promise to give their life to you always. They just don't want you to leave them or desert them. Look, the Magician in the reverse. This person feel like they're not going to be able to manifest you, or they haven't been able to manifest basically what they want with you. What else? They feel like they don't have what it takes to be with you. But I feel like that, damn, hey, car's just running. Look, the Page of Swords. This person feel like they don't have what it takes to be with you, so they watch you, you know, from a distance. They trying to figure out what they can do or say, or maybe hope that they hear something or see something that will give them some type of maybe push or idea to maybe approach you and say something to you, or try to, you know, figure something out that will maybe get y'all back together. So it's like they under deep contemplation. They feel like, you know, I don't know, maybe you good on your own. Well, most people are good on their own, but you must be real good on your own, because they feel like it's nothing that they can bring to the table that you don't already have. Shit, they're like, what can I offer the collective that they don't already have or can get for their damn selves? So they're trying to figure it out. Wondering, you know, will they like this? Well, should I do this? But they are curious to know whether or not you basically still feel the same way towards them. Hold on, because I don't know what that is. Sound like somebody in my yard. Okay, my apologies. Well, they're not in my yard, but they are next door to in my neighbor's yard, so they cut in the yard. So if you hear it, you know, I do apologize. But this person cannot stop thinking about you. 6 of Cups. You are all they think about. They think about growing old with you, but they, again, feel like they don't have what it takes to get you back, even though they want you back. 2 of Wands. Clarify the 2 of Wands. They trying to be optimistic. We did see the World card. This person is holding the world. So this person is in the process of completing some karmic lessons. And as they complete those lessons, as they heal, they are optimistic about forging this new path with you. 2 of Coins. This person is trying to, you know, find balance within themselves. They want to be loyal. Whoever this person is, they definitely want to be loyal to you. Again, this person was just set in their ways, you know, basically because of their childhood wounds. They were just set in their ways. But they don't want to be in that energy anymore. They want to be with you. 222. I told you, some of y'all may be seeing signs. So, because you got the 2 of Wands, the 2 of Coins, and now the 2 of Cups. This person feel like you are a soulmate connection for them. Like, you are the love, remember? See, 10 of Cups. You are there happily ever after. Nobody do it for them the way that you do it for them. Yeah, and this person loved the attention. Yeah, maybe they had options, but baby, none of the options were you. Look, baby, what did I say? Queen of Cups. None of the options were you. You the motherfucking birthday. You hear me? Fuck they thought. Let's make love, Silk. Child. That been coming out how the person on your mind is always fantasizing about you. Okay, that y'all already know that, so we're not finna discuss it. Page of Wands. This person is cooking up something, baby. Because either they gonna reach out to you soon, or they gonna maybe try to come by, or they gonna make their move soon with the Page of Wands, because this is good news coming in, a fresh start. So they trying to, you know, they got something cooking in the background. I don't know what though, but the Magician is in the reverse. So this is telling me that this person feel like, you know, they don't have what it takes. They don't. They feel kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Because, you know, the Magician is the person who got everything at their disposal to do whatever it is they need to do. Maybe this person feel like their finances not where they need to be. Or maybe this person feel like, you know, they need to work on being vulnerable more than work on being intimate. I don't know. But they feel like they don't have what it takes to make the necessary changes that you want. Not realizing it ain't about the changes you want. It's about the changes that are needed. Period. This person know they downfalls, they flaws, what they vices. They know. So it's like it ain't up to what you want. They know what they need to change. It's just the unknown of being accepted when they do change. Look, the King of Coins. See, for some of y'all, this person may be struggling financially. They don't have, you know, a good job. They don't have something that pay them good money. They not really financially stable right now. So you may be, and that may be one thing that intimidates this person. You got your own money. You good on your own. They really ain't got, you know, no money. They go to work and come home, and by the time they pay their car note, their insurance, and, you know, they other little bills, they really ain't got nothing. So what can they offer you when they already struggling? But whoever this person is, I feel like working hard and to get an honest day's pay is something that this person is not used to. Either they get money the fast way, or they used to using people. Maybe they work, but they don't work hard for none of the shit that they get or do. Look, I told you, 8 of Coins in the reverse. For some of y'all, the reason this person feel like they not adequate enough for you is because you may be doing good financially and they just not. They are not. The 8 of Coins in the reverse. This person is broke. This person probably can't even pay they. Did it start raining on their ass? Look, I'm nosy. Hell yeah, hard too. Baby, they ran. Oh, that's fucked up. They only got a couple of lines of their yard, baby. My grass man comes on Monday. But thank you, Spirit, for getting rid of the noise. I was just going to work through it. Baby, it started raining hard to be. I'm like, what is that noise? I knew it was going to rain, but... See, this is when I need me a little yeah. Okay, let me stop. Oh, okay, but this person, they are struggling financially. That's why they feel inadequate. That's why they feel like, you know, they not going to be able to, you know, give you what you want. Oh, this is in the upright, but the 8 of Cups is in the reverse. This person want to come back and be with you so bad. They want to have a brand new stable beginning with you so bad, but again, they ain't got nothing to bring to the table. They ain't got nothing. So they trying to figure it out. Look, the Page of Coins, I'm telling you, this person is really trying to figure out how can they turn their situation around so they can come back towards you. The Magician in the reverse. Look, the 5 of Wands. Look, not only is this person struggling financially, maybe somebody that they were codependent on, they are dealing with, look, caught in tension. So I feel like this person is going through some type of ending or separation from somebody who takes care of them or is the main breadwinner in their life. Like I said, whoever they are, they never worked hard for nothing. It was pretty much given to them. But now, whoever that person is, them and this person on your mind are not seeing eye to eye. They not. They fighting. This person is dealing with a lot of conflict right now, and you know, people done turned their back on this person. Child, I mean, but again, it's the bed that they made for themselves, living the way that they lived, you know, most of their life. And now that they trying to change, you know, there are reparations that need to be paid. And some of those reparations are this person not having access to these finances. Oh, it's still raining. I finna say, y'all, it sound like it stopped raining. It just stopped raining so hard, but it's still raining. I finna say, I bet them grass being like, I know you fucking lying. Okay, my babe. Am I dreaming? Atlantic Storm. This person cannot believe how their life has turned the way that it has since meeting you. Like you turned this person's life upside down. Now they trying to figure out what they can do to get you back. Do you think about them? Do you still love them? Would you give them another chance? This person said, are they just imagining you there in their life? Shit. This person dreaming of you and everything. Page of Swords. So they definitely trying to come up with the right game plan to tackle this situation. Four of Wands in the reverse. For some of y'all, this person is maybe trying to figure out how they can get out of another situation or get out of like some type of partnership, business, something to do with the family, something like that. It's something they're trying to get out of that they no longer want to be in. Platonic or romantic. You know what I'm saying? But they definitely trying to figure it out. It could be where somebody that they got kids with the Page of Cups being here. But Page of Swords. Look, the Ace of Wands. Oh yeah, they leaving another situation to have a new situation with you. And y'all heard that thunder? Definitely what that is. And right now, this person is going through a lot of drama with this Five of Wands, with whoever this is that they leaving or trying to leave. Shit. Baby, it is tumultuous, but they gonna be able to leave. They gonna be able to leave. They will be moving forward. Shit, they just gotta make sure they do it the right way. Which is not a bad thing. I would rather like if I'm dealing with somebody and they in another situation, I'm going to let that person know. I would rather not deal with you while you're dealing with somebody, but when you decide that you don't want to be with them no more, you know, get at me, call me, whatever the case may be. But make sure you done with that. And it looked like some of y'all may have told that person this. And that's what they are basically crossing all their T's and dotting all their I's. Shit, because they know what they want now. They want you. They want that real love, Four of Swords. So they are in the process of healing. This separation or this break that y'all on, that's just what that is. A break. It's not over. It is not. Look, I cannot make it up. The Four of Swords and then the Four of Coins. This person ain't letting you go. They are not letting you go. What? Shit, yeah, that's what you thought. That's what you thought. This person is, I'm telling you, they being strategic. This person is moving in silence. They got something up their sleeve. But at the end of all of this, this person is determined to have a happy ending with you. Shit. Why? Because they miss you dearly. They cannot take being apart from you. They cannot take being apart from you. They hate it here. You know what I'm saying? They miss you so much, baby. They feel abandoned. They feel left out in the cold. But they realize they put themselves out in the cold. They put themselves out in the cold. It didn't have nothing to do with you. You was always the same person that you was when you met them. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all may have, you know, had a child by this person, and you know they left, or they just do minimal shit. This person was intimidated by you, even though you were, you know, carrying a child and blah blah blah. It's just this new way of living. It's a lot to take in. Look at all them books. That person can't read all them books in one day. This person knows that if they want something better for themselves, they're gonna have to relearn a lot of things. And I just kind of feel like this person was like running from growing up. But now, since meeting you, baby, all they want to do is grow the fuck up, because you are the wish that was granted for them. You the wish that was granted for them. And they basically pushed you away with their bullshit. And now you like, bitch, what? Now it's like, you ain't being mean to this person, but again, they don't get the same you. Now you standing on business shit. It's like, I tried. You didn't want that, so now you get the other me. And baby, they can't stand it. That was the worst thing they could have done. And they know that. Because I feel like you used to talk to this person and tell them, you wouldn't like, don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. What is that, the Incredible Hulk? You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. And now they see. They don't like you when you angry, and y'all ain't even angry in a bad way. Because some of y'all, my spirit team is like, y'all talk to this person all the time. You and this person are cordial. Y'all good. But again, they not getting the same you. Shit. Look, and just, you moving on. You leaving their ass behind. They see you climbing up that motherfucking hill and they way at the damn bottom. So they know they got to get their shit together if they want to take this risk, because you're not going to do it. You haven't been. You ain't been trying to fix the situation. You ain't been trying to compromise with this person. You just been doing your thing. You know, you been reflecting yourself. The high priestess is somebody who, they know the secrets. So you basically just been waiting on this person to see that they couldn't play you or play with you. And they realize that. So here they come. They will be coming, taking action, coming towards you once they get their affairs in order. Right now, they stuck, okay? But as soon as those are taken care of, here they come. Here they come. Look, you walking away, but baby, this person finna catch up to you. They're on a motorcycle now. They're gonna be able to get up that hill pretty fast, okay? They're gonna be able to get up that hill. They say you are not leaving them at the bottom of that hill. Baby, it is raining. I feel like this person is in their feelings because it's raining hard. They miss you so much. Look, I heard expeditiously. This person wants you back expeditiously. Oh, T.I. looking ass. Look, tonight, ready for the world. I'm telling you. This person said look, Lord, you need to hurry up and let me get through this shit because, baby, I need my collective right now. Right now. Child. Baby, what's the truth? What's the truth? No? Okay. My bad. Okay. Shit. My bad. Look, the truth is, this person I already know teamwork make the dream work. They wasn't working with you in the past, but they ready to work with you now. Since you've been away, I've been down and lonely. Since you've been away, I've been thinking of you. Trying to understand the reason you left me. What am I gonna First said what they gonna do. So what else do the collective need to know when it comes to the person on their mind? What do the collective need to know when it comes to the person on their mind? Baby, I can say these don't even want to come out. Look, worth the wait and joy. And look, Spirit said it's worth the wait, okay? This separation was necessary, but when it come back around, the joy, the stability, all of that, what you wanted, your happily ever after, that's what you will have. But you got to be patient. You got to be patient, okay? This ain't over. I don't know who you are, but this is not over. Look, for some of y'all, if you don't want to deal with nobody from your past, which is fine, you do got somebody new coming in, okay? What do the collective need to... The ones that are not interested in somebody from their past, what do they need to know about the new? What do they need to know about this old new? Because sometimes the new don't be what you want either. You might have to go through a few news. Shit. So let's see. For the people who are not 2 of Wands, Spirit is saying be optimistic. Don't be pessimistic. Don't be, like, I ain't gonna meet no good nigga. It ain't no more good niggas. It ain't no more good women. Be optimistic. Shit, that's the first step. Stop thinking everybody the same, because they not. But for those who are wanting something new, Spirit, and not something old, because everybody don't want something old. This new. What do the collective need to know about them? This old new. What do the collective need to know about this new energy? What do they need to be aware of or privy to? This new person. What do the collective need to know and or be aware of? Shit. Oh, that's too many. Oh, not yet. That's 5. I probably would have took it if it was maybe 3, maybe 4. The fooling around. For some of y'all, the new may just want to fool around. They may just be there for a good time, not a long time. Okay, I'm gonna just pull from on top. So when it comes to the no spirit. What can the collective? Four of Cups. This is the new gonna be somebody who's tired of spending nights alone at home, not going on dates and shit. I feel like this is gonna be somebody who is getting back after, just like you may be getting back after some time of healing and disappointment and sadness and growth. Five of Swords. Oh yeah, this person, they are learning to trust again as well, because they may have dealt with people who played mind games. So I feel like this new gonna be somebody that's kind of guarded a little bit. Three of Cups. But they will eventually loosen up. Both of y'all guarded, really. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to just go all in when they first meet somebody. But just know that this new person coming towards you is somebody that been single for a while. I feel like they don't mind being single. They don't like it, but they don't mind. Because in the Five of Swords, this person done dealt with people who was playing mind games with them too. So they ain't for the bullshit. But they ready to be happy, have fun, get to meet, you know. They want to get outside and have some fun with the Three of Cups. Look, Queen of Wands. And baby, when they see you, they going to be like, oh, who is that? Male or female? Who is that? I got to get to know them. Look, the King of Pentacles. And baby, it's going to work, okay? I feel like you are going to be the right type of person for whoever this person is. How would they know this person? How would they know this person? Well, you know, I'm sure, you know, if y'all in Queen of Wands energy, King of Wands energy, baby, you attracting all type of people. So how would they know this particular new person? How would they know this person? Whoa, Magician. This is gonna be somebody that makes shit happen. Look, the Sun. Somebody that make you laugh, make you feel like a kid again. But they gonna be somebody that can make shit happen. Eight of Pentacles. Somebody who's a hard worker, even maybe work for themselves. Shit, willing to compromise, work with you. They flexible. Shit. Look, the Death card in the reverse. Somebody who is going to basically tell you, I don't want nobody from my past. My past is my past. I'm not even thinking about past people. I'm done with exes. None, like, the old me is dead and gone, and that person is never coming back. Shit, they never coming back. It may be a few people in this person's life that wish they could come back into their life, but this person is so done with the past. Look, the Ten of Pentacles, baby. And you and this person, oh my God, it's going to be a beautiful thing with the Ten of Pentacles. Look, and the Two of Cups. This is a soulmate coming in. Look, so don't be scared, y'all. Take the risk. Take the risk. The ones that's wanting the new. Don't get me wrong, because the Sun fooling around is still playing. You may be sexually attracted to this person, and they may be sexually attracted to you. That don't mean you have to sleep with them, okay? Far from it. But give them a chance. You know, take a chance. Take a chance on love. That's what I just heard. Because you finna be given another chance to do just that with judgment, okay? I love it. So what is the final message for the collective when it comes to the past person? What is the final message for the collective when it comes to the past person? When it comes to the past person, on the collective mind, what do they need to know and or be aware of? What is their final message? What is their final message? Healing family issues. See? When you need me, oh, when you need me, they'll be right there. This person had to heal some family issues, which were them daddy issues or mommy issues. It says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So just know that as this person, he or she had a lot of animosity towards their parents, and it came out in their relationships. But as they heal that part of themselves, they'll be able to move forward with you. And when you need them, baby, they'll be right there, okay? Whenever you need them. And for the new, what is their final message when it comes to, you know, them and they endeavors? Thank you. Calling in your soulmate. Okay, look at y'all. I heard manifesting and shit. Y'all calling in this person specifically. It says your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So again, be open, you know, and be willing, because you manifesting this person right until you gonna call this person in and they coming. So you got to answer the door, okay? Who is it? They're gonna say it's me. I'm like, who the hell is me? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Look, worth waiting for. And in both of these instances, they are both worth waiting for. This new person was worth waiting for. It was worth you going through what you went through. Them as well. And the past person too is worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Aw, love it. I'm going to end it right there. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. If so, I ask that you hit the thumbs up button. Comment down below, share the video. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that now. We'd love to have you. If you'd like to donate to my channel, get your girly gift, because y'all know I love surprises. All that information is in the description box below. Hype the video for your girl if you still can. And if not, hit the like button. Thank you. If you would like to book a personal reading, that information is in the description box as well. Please read the instructions carefully before you email me. Choose the reading you would like. Email me, and I will then respond and tell you how to move forward. Okay? Bye, y'all.